Look at your hands right now. Not quickly, not casually. Turn them over. Spread your fingers. Look at your palms. Look at your nails. Because what you're about to see, most people ignore for years. And sometimes, that mistake costs them their health. Here's the shock. Millions of people develop serious health problems slowly, silently, without pain. No warning, no diagnosis, no obvious symptoms. But their body does warn them, and in many cases, it starts right here, in the hands. But here's the truth no one tells you. Most doctors don't check your hands unless you complain. Most people don't look at them properly. And by the time something feels serious, the process has already been happening for months, sometimes years. After years of observing patterns in patients, I can tell you this clearly. Your hands often show early signs of internal imbalance before anything else becomes obvious.
Most people don't know this, and even when they see the signs, they dismiss them. If you want simple, clear explanations about your health that actually make sense, not confusing, not complicated, subscribe now and stay with me. Because this is the kind of information people usually hear when it's already too late. Now let me show you something most people never notice. Imagine this. You're sitting somewhere, maybe on your phone, maybe watching something, maybe just resting. Your hands are right there. You've seen them your entire life. But today, something is slightly different. You don't know exactly what. Maybe your skin looks a little dull. Maybe your nails don't look as smooth. Maybe your fingers feel colder than usual. You notice it for a second, then you ignore it. Because it doesn't hurt. Because it feels small. Because your mind tells you. It's nothing. Days pass. Weeks pass. The same small changes stay. Sometimes they get a little worse. Sometimes they stay the same. But you adapt. You stop noticing. And this is exactly how early warning signs disappear. Not because they go away, but because you stop paying attention. This is not what you think. It's not just dry skin. It's not just weather. It's not just getting older. Your hands are not just external. They are deeply connected to everything happening inside your body. Blood flow, nerve signals, oxygen levels, nutrient balance, everything. Your hands are like the far edges of your system. And here's something most people don't know. When something starts going wrong inside your body, it doesn't show up in the center first. It shows up at the edges. That's your hands. Let me explain this in the simplest way possible. Think of your body like a city. Your heart is the main pump. Your blood vessels are roads. Your nerves are communication lines. Now imagine something starts to go slightly off. Not enough to cause pain. Not enough to stop you. But enough to change the system. Where do you think the first signs appear? Not in the center. At the edges. The smallest roads. The most distant areas. That's your hands. Because your hands are full of tiny blood vessels. Very small nerves. Extremely sensitive tissues. So even small internal imbalances show up here first. Changes in color. Changes in temperature. Changes in texture. Changes in strength. And this is where it gets serious. Because these changes are not random. They are signals. Let's go step by step. The first sign is pale or unusually light palms. Look at your palms right now. Healthy palms usually have a consistent natural tone. If they look pale, almost washed out, that can mean your circulation is not delivering blood efficiently. Most people ignore this. They think it's normal. But here's the truth. Your hands are showing you how well your system is supplying your tissues. The second sign is a yellowish tone. Not bright, not obvious, subtle. Something you might only notice in natural light. This is not something to dismiss. It can reflect how your body is processing and clearing substances. Your hands are showing you that balance is changing. The third sign is cold hands. You touch something. Your hands feel colder than expected, even when the room is warm, even when your body feels fine. This is not just temperature. This is circulation. Your blood is not reaching the outer areas efficiently, and your hands feel it first. The fourth sign is swelling in your fingers. Your rings feel tighter. Your fingers feel stiff. Sometimes you can't explain it. This can be related to how your body manages fluid. Small changes in pressure, small imbalances, show up here first. The fifth sign is trembling or weakness. You notice your hands are not as steady. Grip strength feels slightly reduced. You drop things more easily. This can reflect how your nerves and muscles are functioning. And most people ignore it at this stage. The sixth sign is changes in your nails. This is one of the most overlooked signals. Lines, ridges, color changes, texture differences. Most people think nails are cosmetic. But here's the truth. Your nails are like a record of what your body has been going through. They grow slowly, which means they show patterns over time. And those patterns matter. And the seventh sign, persistent dryness or cracking. Not just occasional dryness, not just winter, but constant dryness that doesn't improve. This can reflect hydration, environment, and internal balance. Now pause. Take a second. Look at your hands again. If you've noticed even one or two of these signs, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Because here's the truth. Your body does not start with major symptoms. It starts quietly, with small signals, signals that are easy to dismiss. Let me tell you something important. I've seen people ignore these signs for months, even years. When they finally pay attention, the condition is already advanced. But I've also seen the opposite. People who noticed early, who didn't ignore, who took small steps, and their outcome was completely different. Because timing changes everything. This is where it gets serious. Ignoring small signals leads to bigger problems. Because small imbalances grow, slowly, silently, until they become something you can't ignore. But here's the good news. You are not late. You are early, because you are noticing. And that changes everything. So what can you actually do? Keep it simple. First, observe your hands daily. Not casually, intentionally. Look at color, texture, nails, temperature. Second, stay hydrated. Your blood flow depends on it. Your skin depends on it. Your entire system depends on it. Third, move your body. Movement improves circulation. Even simple walking helps. Fourth, keep your hands warm. Cold environments reduce blood flow to your extremities. Fifth, support your system. Sleep properly. Eat balanced. Reduce stress. Your hands reflect everything. And one more thing most people miss. Patterns matter more than moments. One bad day means nothing, but repeated changes? That's your body trying to communicate. Listen to it. Now let me calm something important. If you are seeing these signs, it does not mean something serious has already happened. It means you have time. Time to act. Time to adjust. Time to protect your health. Your body is not against you. It's communicating with you. Most people ignore it. You didn't. And that matters. If this changed the way you look at your body, subscribe and stay with me. And share this with someone who might be ignoring these signs. Because sometimes, the smallest changes in your hands are the biggest warnings your body can give you.